like not right up crammed against each other.
Why?
I did that, well, so the chi energy can move around in the house. You want the good energy. Any
Right.
block or any crammed or mostly dust and dirt, yeah, it's a big undertaking, I'm telling you. But once you get the house away, you have it set up, you harmonize it with your chi number, which you find out from your birth date, which direction you're more pulled to, southeast or northwest or whatever it is.
Well, what do you know what directional pull?
I'm working on that because I didn't have my pen and pencil when I saw the video yesterday, and I said, oh, I got to do this. Well, I got to come back to it because I don't have a pen and pencil right here. That's another thing. You know, keep only what you need by the bed. I swiped the whole bed stand. Gone. I've got a candle and
yeah,
that's it. So, and my water. So, I mean, it's just, you know, more ways probably to avoid sitting down and meditating.
Well, that's what you gotta see.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, all this shit.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but you gotta keep the balance of the inside and the outside stuff.
Yeah, too much clutter. Way too much clutter. I'm throwing out everything. All that stuff, those little figures that Tom gave me in my southwest corner, that is supposed to be completely different than that. Metal, your crystals to bring in the money. Yeah, no, it's all just piled up.
She's talking about
corners. All that's going. I'm just swiping it into a garbage bag.
Getting your feng shui right and getting your chi right with all these things in the house.
Pictures I'm going to stuff in my credenza in the
well, you already got a pretty good, your living room is already pretty sparse. Your kitchen is already functioning.
Yeah, the kitchen needs a total makeover.
It's functioning.
There's clutter everywhere.
Well, do you want to plan a day where we go through some stuff?
No, I don't mind puttering. I'm going to do one room at a time.
Okay.
The only thing I'm going to need you to help me with is the large furniture moving. Minka's bed, but I have stuff to do before that. I have to muck out in there, throw everything out. Everything out. You're not supposed to have anything stored under your bed, but maybe a stash of money to bring wealth. That's it. And I've got whole things piled under there. Yeah, I'm going to start tossing.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with decluttering. I mean, when you run it, look, if you ain't used the shit in 90 days, it's collecting dust. Either get rid of it or, you know what? So make up some rules for yourself so you don't have all that shit.
Yeah, there's psychological barriers as to why you don't do it. I've got 2 bags of Nana's stuff, old clothes that we were going to make into a quilt. I've been lugging them. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to throw them out. They're not donatable. Most of them are stained. I'm sorry, like stuff like that, maybe I should burn it instead of throwing it out. Maybe that would be different, but I can't hang on to Nana's old clothes anymore.
Well,
I think it holds you back. I think it holds you back.
Does Kriya want it? What, like you're holding on to some shit with her?
No, just...
Well, what?
I can't part with... She didn't have much anyway, and the little bit she did have, I thought out of respect, I wouldn't just throw it out.
They don't care. She don't care, Mom.
Of course not.
So what are you doing?
It's holding me back. So, and you're not supposed to put family pictures on your west wall at all, or any people that have been deceased on the wall. Yeah, I've done it all wrong. I'm going to straighten this shit out. No wonder I'm confused.
All right, hold on. I don't even know if I've ever asked you, but at some point in my life, whether you're here or not, I'm probably going to be wondering, so I might as well ask you now. But it might be a whole ball of wax. I don't know. But, I mean, you had a good relationship with Nana? Or, I mean, you missing something there?
I may feel a little guilt with not being there for her like she wanted the last 6 months at the end, but...
I know.
but I can't go there. That's just, but hanging on to the old
Well,
clothes.
now wait a minute.
That's a real problem.
Okay, hold on. Maybe the real problem is, well, I can't go there. I mean, not Mom. I'm not saying you got to get into the depths of. You got challenges
I'll just
in
take all the bags and toss them.
Well, what's that going to do?
Well, for one thing, I won't have all the clutter.
Yeah.
That closet in her room is jam-packed full of memorabilia, papers, calendars.
Yeah.
From the farm, pictures. Are you going to want any of that? You might.
No.
No, of course not. Is Korea? Hell no. She shouldn't have taken Douglas's stuff.
Well, she's got a different,
yeah,
whole thing with that. But
I'm going to ask her if she wants none of his clothes.
Look, ask her, ask her that shit.
Yeah.
And then if not, what you could do, and it's up to you. There's no right or wrong. You could, like you said, you could have a burning ceremony for yourself. Release it out, however you want to do it. That's a powerful way to do it. Whatever. But if I'm like, not to get you on the couch or nothing, but if I say, how is your relationship with Nana, and you're like, well, I can't go there for the end of it.
No, I can go there.
Okay.
I can go there. It's nothing like that.
Okay.
It's just I want the house in the right chi flow, so that it's not the opposite of saying if you're sick, or if you get, if you have mental issues or something.
Yeah.
Look at the chi flow in your home.
Well,
surroundings.
I'll tell you what's funny. You know who agrees with you on the feng shui deal. You know who lives a lot of their life with feng shui at the forefront is Mike.
Yes.
He walked into my house at Swanee, and he goes, the feng shui is all wrong in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got to have the right flow, but now that's funny. You're creating space between your clothes that are hanging up.
Yeah. No,
all right. Well, you're getting down to the nitty gritty.
I went into the closet. I just wanted to shut the curtain and not look again. I just grabbed a clothes, and it was all wrong.
Well, now you hyping it up a little bit by doing that?
I put the sage, and I burned the sage in the bottom of the floor to go under the clothes, and I threw everything out. So now there's room in there. Threw out what I didn't wear, and it just feels inviting. The whole energy changed.
Okay, well.
So.
What's that tell you?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I think it's a good idea. I mean, it sounds right. I mean, this is just an extension of what you've done. Where remember you got in the mode where you were building all those tables to be waist high, so you don't got to bend over.
Yeah.
It's just another extension of that. It's an extension of just because you got things pretty much how you want it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the gist of it. I just have to tweak.
Well, tweak it a little, but don't tweak your back when you do it.
I want to paint. I want to get that brown off of the wall in the living room on the bottom. The top's fine. We needed another coat. I've got a gallon of that same color.
Well, we can do that.
Top's fine.
We can do that before I go.
Well, yeah, if you don't get grumpy and quiet on me when you're doing it, because If I get into work mode, that's the job I got to do. Well, I know. So the day you feel like it, head over, and I'm going to have to accept whatever day that is, because I don't want you to be in the I don't like mom anymore mode.
What?
I don't like my mother anymore.
Was I in a bad mood recently?
No, when you were fine. All of a sudden, about halfway through the tree, you got wicked fast and quiet.
Well, that's
you're just zooming around like.
Well, and now
I think because you remembered you had the lawn yet to do. The lawn was a big stickler. You were so happy when I said, "Oh, you don't have to bother with that side." Yeah.
Well, no, look, now you know me. You know me better than most because you kind of created me, but
right. So it's like
there's a little.
I better. He's jonesing to get out of here already. He was winding up like a lasso the cord and moving the mower with one hand, going 90 miles an hour.
I was. Yeah, I was.
What it looked like.
I was.
The energy felt like.
No, you ain't wrong. I appreciate that feedback because, listen, I don't like to be around a lot of that either. Wherefore, if I know somebody's kind of, where I was doing, I was future tripping to being in that hot tub. I wanted to get to the why that day.
All the selfish. Yeah, no.
That's hilarious. Well, geez, don't be picking up on my energy too much because I don't want people knowing about me.
Well, that's it. If I spill the bean, good thing I don't see anybody.
Well, yeah, don't tell Hal that your boy didn't want to mow the lawn.
I saw Hal this morning. He was all up in it.
He gained a lot of weight. It's too bad.
Really has put on the weight.
Yeah.
All back.
Does he?
Back. He was slim then.
He don't talk about it, huh?
No, he doesn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Every time he gets a girlfriend, he fattens up again. He was working out 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
And he was as slim as you. And he's put it all back on. I think even more now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. I'll let you go because I know your mind's going a whirl of what you got to do now. Get rid of your mother.
No, that's an excuse for you to go do something else.
Yeah, it is. I gotta.
No, I love it. Look, we still got time. Just look. You know that I operate best if you make a list of things.
Yeah.
What?
That's another thing. I got to make more lists because they are helpful.
The things that
you know ahead of time. Okay, I got to do this.
Yeah, I need to know. I don't want you getting me all blindsided and you do a lot of stuff anyway, but just the stuff that you and I
can't move the bed and I can't. No one's supposed to sleep in an open iron bed either. So that's wrong. It ruins the bones of children.
What?
Yeah. Where do you watch that Feng shui on the bedroom?
I don't know if I want to watch it.
What kind of bed to be sleeping in?
Okay.
It's scary. Let me stop and think of that. Minka's had a metal bed forever. A metal open plank bed.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what that's
it's just, you're not going to go there. But, I mean, you should.
Should what?
Just let them know. I sent her the video of the bedroom and I'm sure whatever. But anyway, okay. I got that whole shoe area to do, the kitchen. Yeah, I'm going to have a busy winter.
Well, okay. Yeah, just...
So, it'll be all. But I'll make a list. And what are you doing this weekend?
I'm doing something with Tammy tomorrow for a little while.
Okay, good.
And then, but I'm on to this new deal. I got, I don't know if you saw it, but I took some footage of that asylum that I stayed at overnight.
I watched it.
So that, was a thing. And then I kind of got intrigued by just the idea of seeing these old abandoned places. And I started Googling about places in Maine, whether it's a lighthouse or, I was talking to Josh about this thing. You probably remember, I'm sure you know about it. He was saying, because I'm interested in maybe making a show about it. Yeah. And going to these places and like making an episode and give my own spin on how I feel when I'm there. But there's a place, so Amhi in Augusta, which is the old psych ward. Now, I don't know, they built some other...
Why would you go to those places? Because a
lot
of them have mental spirits.
I understand.
Mentally ill spirits.
This is the problem. I ain't trying to attach anything, but...
I know.
But there's this... Now, that's just an example, because it's close. This other place, you remember Maine Yankee?
Yeah.
I guess it's down in Wiscasset, the old nuclear site.
Yeah.
They closed that shit down That's an example. You know,
these haunted places.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to get into
Stephen King, that whole area up through there where they saw the lady in the road.
No, Jesus. See, this is what I don't want to get into now. But it's probably getting into it. I don't want to get into that. I got enough problems trying to deal with the energy about it. Where are you
going to? Oh, spooky, abandoned
I don't know.
places.
I don't know. I did a ghost hunt in New Jersey at the old mental ward.
You did?
Yeah, we did a walkthrough, and the guy, there's a hole in the basement.
God, I don't know how you want that energy. I'd be going
Well, I know. It was an old crematory down in the basement, and they had, it was one of those things. But, and I know, I agree with you. Look, we don't need any negative attention.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know if it's going to be a thing, but that place in New Hampshire that we went to was, it was a little creepy.
They're awesome. You know, the fort. The fort down there, because it's probably underwater now, but where Doug and I used to go, we felt spirits a lot in there.
What fort? Casco Bay?
In Portland.
Casco Bay.
The fort.
What, Portland Headlight?
No, the fort.
What fort?
Isn't it in South Portland? Or Portland?
Well, there's a you got to take.
Where they fought in the war.
Yeah, you got to take a boat to it, and it's right.
It's underwater. It never used to be.
Well, no, there's a state. If you look over the east end at the promenade, there's a.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a place, but of course I got to get in a boat. And,
yeah.
Anyway.
All right,
All right, love you. Get the list going.
Yeah, I wish you'd love me again.
Well, you put me out on the mower, and I got the old feelings back from when I was 10.
I was going like a lasso, and the left hand was moving the mower like a friggin' Jesus.
Hey, that's my speed right now.
Yeah, well, it was probably a miracle you didn't run over the cord. I was thinking you were gonna.
Well, maybe I was trying to show off a little.
Oh yeah, you were whipping that thing around like a lasso.
Hey, do you remember? No, you don't. You weren't there. One day I was mowing the yard up on the hill. I was probably 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was pissed off.
Right.
Because you had told me either get on it,
right.
And I was like, quit nagging. Well, do it. And then out of protest, I didn't put any shoes on.
Oh, I think I remember that day.
So I was mowing without shoes, and then you were like, yeah, fuck it. You gonna do it? And of course the hill, so you don't want to slip and get the blade on the feet. There was a guy. This is how important it is to because I remember this. This guy gave a shit enough. He was just putting down back Temple Road, and he stopped his truck and he got out. I thought I was in trouble.
I remember that.
And he goes, I stopped the mower, and he goes, hey, just wanted to let you know it'd be a good idea to put some shoes on so you don't slip and have a safety issue. And
nice.
And I kind of looked at him and I said, yeah, okay. Well, you go and put the shoes on. Now, of course, this goes back to I ain't listening to my mother, but I'll listen to a stranger because fuck my mother.
Right.
Because she's pissing me off, made me mow the lawn. But when he did it, it's like you can't coach your own son in baseball. You gotta,
Right.
But I went and put shoes on.
Yeah.
And that stayed with me because the guy gave a fuck.
Yeah, it's probably Tim Waltz.
Jesus, come on.
So,
don't be plugging him.
In reality, that was probably a fellow just like Tim Waltz.
The coach.
Changes the neighbor's oil and shit like that.
He's the coach.
He's the coach.
Well,
all right, dear.
All right, love you. Bye. All right, so here's the deal. Here's why I recorded that. You take conversations like that with a madre, and that's a great example why we're buddies. She's my buddy. We banter, we chop it up. There's some truth layers of truth to it. There's layers of hyperbole and, kind of joking around. And she's that masculine. She's that masculine. Now she'll go a little victimization. She'll go belly up sometimes. Don't you love your mother? That type of shit. But that's harmless. That's fine. But she's, she's great. That's a good example. Been trying to get her on an interview. She's just a hot shit. Again, she is, 74 now? Goes to the Y, does the hot cold therapy at 5 a.m., got her Y-fly friends, little stoner activity. She's in bed by 2 p.m. She's got her comforts, thankfully, and necessities are met. She loves Bath, where she lives. And she's quite a colorful life. But when you're 74, who hasn't had a colorful life? I mean, you're not just going to sit around your house all day. But so I'm gonna always cherish those conversations right there. So, all right, what is it? Friday? Oh yeah, it's Freaktown Friday. We got it going on. We got people. We got all shit going on right now. Mentally starting the transition of headed back to Florida in the middle of transcribing this whole mess. I've been drawing a little bit. This represents, I started this yesterday. I can't draw for shit, and I'm trying to hire Tony or I guess I have hired him because he agreed to it, to draw me a couple of things that I see in meditations and in things of significance. You know what I mean? So anyway, I drew this. This came out of a meditation, actually. This is what I saw. I saw a tornado. That's what that is. It's not a scribbly line. That's a tornado. I'm in my old big body car, the old powder blue powder keg big body Olds, 1964 Oldsmobile 98 with a, what was it? 425 super rocket motor big block? I don't know, but we're doing burnouts because those are always fun. Trying to get away from the tornado. And there's a lot represented here. I'm not done with it, but there's a lot represented here because the tornado is on one hand is a representation of my shadow of some uncomfortability in my life, and it's coming at me. Well, I'm doing a burnout to get away. The car represents the ego, and I'm trying to get away. It's a representation of what I don't want to do. So that's what the reminder is. Don't run. Don't do burnouts to get away from yourself. And I don't know, maybe I'll draw a picture of the opposite of me. I'm coming back to face it or something, and then I don't know, some conglomerate situation. Anyway, Freaktown Friday. Get a good biscuit in, get a drink, get a Coke, whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever it is that you do, remember you're going to own it, not to be too specific on what do is, because that's something else. So yeah, we're in the think tank and we're getting it all sorted out. The other thing I'm doing is transcribing a bunch of shit, a bunch of information that I've been chicken scratching because I haven't been writing in my main journal since, get this shit. Hold up. Well, I'm going to tell you. Today is 6th September. Haven't done shit with it since. Well, shit. Let's go. Did I date it or what? What are we doing here? March 3? No fucking way. Well, yeah, because I started doing the YouTube channel and I've been journaling there. So I haven't been. So, but I gotta, I'll put it all together. Anyway, yes, sir.